This morning group, we're gonna look at another essay, and I was like, oh, it just needs a little bit more to be somewhat successful. All right, hands down, please.
We're having a writing workshop for the kids with their STAR test coming up. We're focusing on expository writing because we noticed that it's something that the students struggle with. So we wanted to bring Mr. McDonald in so that way the kids could see writing in a different way from what they experience in class.
Are you guys ready?
It used to be where in the tax test our students would only be tested on a personal narrative, and now they're being asked to write in an expository piece. When they write in the expository piece, it's something very different for them because a lot of children aren't exposed to expository at that point, in which it makes it a little bit more challenging because they have to be very, very specific. They have to give specific details, where he wanted the children to really hone in and be able to be very, very descriptive and specific on a certain topic that they were actually writing about at that time.
The hardest part about expository is the indentation, the punctuation, and the explaining.
The way the state grades the papers, the people who are hired to grade the essays, they have to look at three things. Is the essay developed? Is it organized? And does it have decent conventions? And the way I remember it is that President Obama lives in Washington, D.C. And so D and C are the two main areas where the kids struggle, either with development, just staying on one idea for a long time, as much as possible at least, based on, usually it's their grade or their age that kind of helps them. The older the student is, the more the graders expect them to be able to develop their ideas. And the other area is the C of doc, the conventions. Some kids, just because there's not as much opportunity in the lower grades to practice grammar, such as capitalization, usage, punctuation, and spelling, I'm seeing that students are sometimes 2 or 3 years behind in that aspect of the writing process. So these last couple of days I've been working a lot on development, and a little bit like that entire morning activity was based on a spelling bee that we had, because there was one student that he had a great essay, but he was misspelling like practically half the words, and that's going to really affect the grade if we can't become better spellers with the time that's remaining. Put your hands up, put your hands up. You put your right hand in, you put your left hand in. You dun 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 dun. The champion speller of the world. So, how do you feel that you're the best speller in the whole classroom? I feel good. I feel good.
Since the first day, the kids have really loved it. They see it differently and they remember. We go back to the classroom and, we ask, okay, well, what did Mr. McDonald say for details? Like, how are we supposed to work on details? And the kids are raising their hands and shouting out answers, and they actually remember because he does it in a fun and enjoyable way.
Say this, please. I promise. Before the test, to have a funeral, for words like fun.
He's helping me understand better, and he's helping us not to be worried. You have to do the topic segments, and then what you're feeling, and then what's your opinion.
Drum roll, please. Let's see where they go.
We've seen an improvement from the very first expository compositions that we turned into him to us taking them into class, and for them applying the strategies and the techniques that he's teaching them. We can see where the kids are grasping the idea of where they have to stick to one topic and one reason and really expand on it. So it's worked, it's helped. We've really seen a difference.